This episode contains content regarding human trafficking and sexual assault. Viewer discretion is advised. Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pop It Like It's Hot.
Woo! First episode 2024.
No, that's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
This is episode 7. We have a lot to discuss today, so let's get into it. Ariana Grande has a single coming out called Yes and it's coming, I believe, on the 12th of January. I'm very excited. I love Ari. And it's been a little over 3 years since she's come out with like music. Positions was her last album, but she did release the deluxe version in 2021. But I don't count that. I count when the actual album came out, which was in 2020.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I can't wait to hear this new song. It'll probably help me envision this era that's coming. I would imagine the album is to follow later this year. When that is, we'll probably know in the next couple of weeks, I feel like. But I'm excited because also she has her Wicked project dropping in November, and I'm so excited about that too. I heard she sings beautifully, which of course she does naturally, but my expectations are high for not only, this project with her upcoming single, but her other projects to come.
I think, yes, and like when I heard that title, I initially thought this is her response to the world about the whole SpongeBob romance drama. I think it's her way of saying, yeah, I broke a relationship and that's how I took
Like the
it.
meaning of the
Yeah,
single.
that's what I assume it is about. Good for her though. I hope this era she dyes her eyebrows back to
Oh
brown.
man, yeah. Looks too much like a Twilight vampire.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just letting you look, girl.
Mhm.
But happy for her.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look, think about it like this: 2021, I say, was definitely Harry Styles' year. Came, did I say 2021? I meant 2022.
Uh-huh.
Everything was all about Harry Styles,
Mhm.
right? Come to 2023, now it's all about Taylor. What if 2024 already said, I'm gonna take the year?
She might just do that. I
She
feel
might
like
just do that. She has the potential to.
something is brewing, something is quaking.
Yeah, something's quaking.
In 2019, I think she was one of the most streamed artists globally, if not the most.
Yeah.
Because she came out with Thank You Next, and that
That's
that
one
was like
of
her bad era, and it kind of like
Yeah.
blew her up and pushed her out there.
Yeah.
I think even more than her other albums did. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's will be another repeat for this year. I
Yeah.
hope so, because I love her.
Yep.
I'm dying to see her on tour again. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Love that.
we love that. All right, let's talk about Britney Spears. She's also working on new music allegedly, and there were reports that she's enlisted Charlie XCX and Julia Michaels to help write songs for her. This new upcoming project that she has, not sure if this is going to be released this year, but I would assume there'll probably be some singles, and if not an album, hopefully, maybe then next year. But I saw in this report too that Britney has also ghostwritten in the past, so it's not really surprising that she's like enlisting these people, because they've also ghostwritten for other artists, and she herself, as I just said, has written for other artists, which I did not know. There was kind of a lot of artists on that list that she ghostwrited for. There was over 20, and I didn't know that. Given what was going on with her and the conservatorship,
Yeah.
kind of awesome. And I don't know if she was doing that in between, well, while she was in this conservatorship, I mean, but I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Um, and I can't wait to hear some upcoming music for her because it's been a while since she released her own kind of music. She did release something last year with Will.i.am, but that was trash. Mind your business. I didn't like it.
I didn't hear it, but I assume it probably
What
wasn't the
she do?
best.
What she do? What she do? What she do? Yeah,
Yeah.
that was like gaga, straight gaga.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. We have some exciting music coming for this year, hopefully, for a lot of pop icons. So
Yeah.
a lot of exciting things in the music industry to look forward to.
Mhm.
I think one of the biggest topics of today's episode is going to be circling around Gypsy Rose Blanchard
Yep.
because since she got released from prison, and we discussed a bit about her in our previous episode,
Mhm.
there have been a lot of updates and a lot of things that have changed between um, social media and her family and just the whole nine yards. Um, what I was reading was that her and her family were banned from Missouri, which I think that's where she was in prison, if I'm not mistaken. Her parole officer. I don't know if that's like really true. Anyway, I think they're in another state now. I forget where. Is it Louisiana?
She's in Louisiana. That's where she grew up.
Yeah, it's where she grew up.
And
Okay.
she grew up.
Well, that's right. Um, I saw recently people were kind of hating on her husband who
Why
she
they?
met
Oh,
like on I think when she was in prison they were like pen pals or whatever. So
yeah, they
that's how they
were.
met.
That's yeah. So from what I saw, it was that he and his coworker were talking. They wanted to start pen paling prisoners, and then he was just like, "Okay, I guess I'll do Gypsy Rose," and they just started that way. Do you know what's the age difference?
No,
Because he looks a lot
he
older.
does look older than her. Let's see.
Like he looks like he's in
Let's
his
do some
50s.
sleuthing. Yeah, I feel he's in his 40s.
Yeah. Well, while you search for that, I just want to say that ever since she got released from prison, she became a straight influencer.
Oh my gosh, she's like
She is
iconic.
taking over TikTok. She's taking over Instagram, everything. Like, I think so quick. I was just going through her Instagram right now, and she already has like 6 million followers,
That's crazy. Surprised, honestly, it's not more.
right? Wait, let me check. Hold on.
All these memes are
7.7 million. Yeah.
circulating in regards to what she said in an interview. She was like, "Happy wife, happy life. The D is fire."
Oh, yeah. The D is fire. Let me just say, I can tell she from her the way she talks now, I could definitely tell she what how am I trying to say this? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, forget what I said.
Oh man, it says Bryan Anderson, which is her husband's name, is 37.
Oh, they're not that bad because she's like 32.
She looks a lot younger than 32.
No, she's 30. Well, it's because all the stuff she's gone through.
Well, I would have assumed she would have looked older because of that. But I think she looks appropriate for 32. I feel
Yeah,
like she looks a little bit younger, actually, like in her
yeah.
late 20s.
But that guy can't be 37 though. He looks kind of old.
I feel like it's the glasses, it's the hairdo, it's the way he dresses, it's the way he
Yeah.
acts, what you act.
X. Yeah.
He acts older.
Yeah. But you know what? Good for them as long as they're happy.
Yeah, he does not look 37 at all.
Yeah.
This man looks like he's in his straight 40s.
Yeah. But
Oh yeah, good for them.
yeah. But I mean that's not a big age gap then. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's only a couple years.
Yeah.
I'd say if it was like, I don't know.
Honestly, I was expecting like 56.
Oh, that was older than I was anticipating.
I was like, this man's in his 50s.
Oh man.
Now we love him though, but I don't want to gas him up too much because I don't want Gypsy to come for me because that's what she's been doing lately. She's defending that husband
As she
as
should.
she should though.
Happy wife,
I
happy
mean,
life.
life. As she said, the D is fire, and she is trying to keep that to herself.
I just love how she has no filter.
Oh yeah.
There was also this
I
interview.
think that's what prison did to her. I think that's what prison does to her. And it's really showing.
It's really showing.
What you were saying?
I was saying that there was another interview that she was a part of, and it wasn't so much her that was the meme of it all. It was more of the interviewer. Her name
Uh-huh.
was Joy. It was on The View.
Oh.
And she was like, but you did nothing wrong or something like
Oh
that.
yeah.
And she's like, but I did.
Yeah, she's like, I did.
Basically, Joy was saying like, that murder was justified. I mean,
Yeah.
in a sense, it definitely was,
Yeah.
given what Dee Dee did to her. But what I love about Jitsi is that she still took accountability
She
for that.
did.
She's like,
Yeah.
she recognized what she did is wrong, and she's not glorifying murder as no one should. But I think that's what I do respect about her. Um, I feel like that's why she's also getting like idolized too, in a
Yeah.
sense, because she is thinking logically. She's
Right.
approaching the situation in the right way,
Right.
and she did serve her time, and she did do her due diligence on educating people on why murder is wrong, and that there are other ways to get around situations like that. But I don't know,
Yeah.
I feel like in some cases, I guess it just depends on the situation.
Ever since she's came out of prison, I saw that her ex, the one that actually committed the murder, Nick Godejohn, is actually trying to like appeal his case and
Oh, I saw that.
yeah. And if you didn't know that he got life in prison without the possibility of parole, and I guess
Yeah.
he's trying to appeal that now
Hmm.
with everything coming now and like Gypsy and stuff. I doubt that I mean, if he had good behavior in prison, because I don't know, I feel like they don't put the spotlight on him. It's more on
Hmm.
Gypsy.
Yeah, you don't really hear anything about him.
Yeah,
But he's also like an idiot because
yeah.
how did he get how did he allow himself to get tricked by Gypsy to
It
kill
wasn't.
someone?
It wasn't Nick that did it. It was Victor. If you know, you
Oh,
know.
Victor?
He has personalities. He has
Oh,
different personalities.
oh,
Nick
okay.
is a good guy. He wouldn't do
So
such a thing.
he's
But if you
cuckoo for Cocoa Bombs.
yes, but if you ask Victor to do it, then he'll do it because he's the dark guy.
Okay,
He's in
Victor.
yeah, Victor. Yeah. Him and Gypsy were uh together. It was mostly, you know what I mean? Victor.
Were they actually in a relationship, or was it
Yeah.
just like, was it a romantic?
Yeah, they were in a
Oh,
so
okay.
they started on an online relationship for like 2 years, and it was
Yeah.
kind of secretive because obviously her abusive mother, she like didn't let her have internet, so she kept it on the
Right.
low. And then finally they like met in person. Um and then Gypsy was like, Victor, can you kill my mother?
He was like, okay.
Yeah, he was
He's like, say
like
less.
so low.
Anything for you, Pookie.
Pookie. No, they call each other darling. Yeah.
I
Would you
feel like
kiss
that's such a southern thing to do,
darling? Yeah.
or southern word to use.
Yeah.
Darling,
Darling. But yeah.
would you like to go to the swamp with me?
Darling.
We can see Shrek.
Would you like to go down the prairie with me?
Like, I knew the story in the sense that she met him on a like dating website.
Yeah.
Um, and I knew like the intention, at least in her mind, was like to obviously get rid of her mother and have him do it.
Hmm.
But I wasn't sure if there was like on her end if she actually fell in love with him, or she was just using him.
No, she said she was in love with him, but
Okay.
I guess like prison over time in prison she like, moved on. But I think what I think what like I think the intentions weren't like to kill the mother. I think when they wanted to um continue and advance their relationship, and
Hmm.
obviously with the mother in the way, they couldn't be able to do that, and they thought the only way out was to kill the mother. Yeah.
Not Day Day.
Not day. See, look, and back in college I did a whole presentation on this case,
Right.
so
Can we
you
revisit
got the
that?
you if you want to know, I'll let you know.
Give me the spark notes.
I'll give you the spark notes.
Give me the bullet points.
I love this. Like this case, I remember it's just so fascinating to
It
me.
really is.
Like you never hear something like that before. You know what I
No,
mean?
it's truly one of a kind.
It's so intriguing. Like I don't
Hmm.
know, but obviously, like who wants to be? I don't want to be like Oh my god! Like I'm so love this true crime. You know what I mean? I don't want to be those people like true crime because obviously those are real people that like
Correct.
yeah that like went through something, and you
Hmm.
don't want to be like, oh my god, I love that case. But like this case is just so like
It's so intriguing. It
yeah.
sucks you in. It sucked me in.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like something like you can't write yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can't make this up.
You exactly.
Enough about Gypsy. I'm gonna take this next topic back into the music industry again. We're going to talk about Selena Gomez.
Mhm.
She's also working on a new project. Not sure if it will be released this year, but she
Mhm.
said that this album will likely be her last, as she wants to focus on other prospects such as acting and
Philosophy.
that, and I assume her beauty line.
Can I be honest? I don't believe her.
I
She
don't believe her either. I
because
agree with you.
she remembered like when she was going through her little Instagram fiasco, saying that she's gonna take a break from Instagram, and she ends up coming back like a couple hours later. Yeah, I don't believe her.
Oh man, that whole situation with her and Benny Blanco. I mean, like, I hope she's happy, but like, I already said my thoughts in a previous episode.
See what I do? Okay,
Ew.
so I try to see from her perspective. When I look at a picture of Benny, I'm like, okay. And
Put
like look,
yourself in her
yes, I
shoes.
try to find like an angle, saying like maybe, you know.
Mm.
So like what I did was I closed one eye, you know, and I could, and so I was like, all right, we're getting somewhere. And then I closed my other eye, and then I saw it, and I was like, okay, I see it now.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's probably what she had to do to get with him.
I would have just been like, honey, turn the lights off.
Turn the lights off. That's probably what they do. But Selena's like, turn off the lights.
She's like, I can just imagine. She's like, baby, we're doing Selena and Chef, and I would love for you to be on the tape. I'm gonna cut you up today.
Cut you up, but first,
The meal is actually you today.
yeah, the meal's you, baby boy.
It's giving Bon Appetit from Katy Perry. Have you seen the music video?
Oh yeah,
When she gets like cut up, like I think she's supposed to be like the meat, of course. And then
yeah.
they put Migos and like the chefs involved in the video. They're like throwing the vegetables and all the stuff on her. I think that's what I think of when I think of the situation.
Yeah.
It's just messy.
I love
But
that.
you know what? Whatever. Who am I to judge? But I'm gonna judge anyway because
No, I'm gonna
this is
judge
this is
Selena. What the?
popping top.
Yeah, Selena. What the?
I know she's pretty. I'm like, that's so much better.
Yeah.
It's clearly more of like a personality thing in my mind. That's what I think of. Like,
But
oh
he
my,
looks like such a douche at the same time. You know what I mean?
well, something in his personality she clicked to.
Yeah.
This looks definitely
Mm.
Anyway, I've said my piece. Let's talk about some sad news.
Oh my god, don't get me started.
The Kim Kardashian game is shutting down after over a decade. I just saw a TikTok on this and it was like so unserious, but also serious at the same
Oh my
time.
god, yes.
This girl like spent so much time and money on her character,
Mhm.
and just to be told that would be all wiped away into out of existence is just crazy. I'm like, that's why
Yeah.
I like never. That honestly, that was me with Club Penguin.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, I'm never like spending money like that on a game ever again because
No.
you never know when it's gonna get shut down.
Yeah. Did you play the Kim K game?
Once, and then I couldn't afford to get to LA, so
Ah!
I had to delete it. I got frustrated.
That game, I would have like times where like I remember in high school I would leave. I'll be like, I need to use the bathroom because I need to finish my gig. Like I needed to finish my photo shoot and I had enough energy. So I would have to leave the classroom so I could just finish it in the bathroom real quick because I was serious about that game. I never paid because obviously I didn't have money. But I was so serious on getting my 5 stars on every gig and like keeping up with my relationship to like whatever supermodel I was with during the time and trying to get my way up to the like I remember I was like addicted to the game. And then eventually I would like delete it because I would get frustrated for some reason. And then I'll make my way around and the whole cycle starts again of just being addicted to that game.
And that's another reason why I like try to stay away from games like that sometimes because it can just pull you in. It's like TikTok. Oh my God, you're
Yeah.
like on it. And then next thing you know, 2, 3 hours have passed. And you're like, whoa, where did the time go?
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. Is it really good for the soul?
Yeah. It really does be like that though.
But when I played it, it was very addicting.
It is.
I couldn't afford to get to LA.
Doesn't it cost like $4 to get to LA?
That was $4 too expensive for me. That was I
Did
couldn't
you take
afford
the
that.
bus or did you have or was it through a plane?
Oh, it was probably the bus, honey. Who am I kidding? I couldn't
Oh.
afford the plane. You had to like really work to get the private jet. I couldn't.
Yeah. I never got that private jet. I just flew economy.
Well, I couldn't even do that. I couldn't even afford a spare ticket. Uh, well, I'm sad, but I'm sure there'll be another game to replace it.
I think she should.
Maybe.
I think she should have still kept with it. I mean, like,
That was another question I actually had. Like, I wonder if that was actually her like decision.
no, she gave the. She gave the. Basically, she's just the face. Someone else.
Someone else is running that.
Yeah, they bought it, and she's just the face.
But they probably give her money.
Yeah,
I feel like to her, she's probably if that's the
she's really like, I
case,
really don't give a.
it probably wasn't even making her the big bucks anyway.
Yeah, she's like, I really don't care. It sucks. I'm like, girl,
She's like, I could make another sex tape and make that
I
make
can make it back.
69
Yeah,
times that amount in like a day.
yeah.
So probably not sad for her, but very sad
For the
for the
public.
players
For the public, yeah.
and for the public.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about the relationship between Sabrina Carpenter and Barry. I'm gonna botch his last name. Keoghan. I want to say Keoghan.
Uh-huh.
That looks right, or that
Yeah.
sounds right.
Yeah.
They're gonna go to the Golden Globes together, apparently. And I wanted to talk about Barry Keoghan specifically because he was in this video on Amazon Prime Video called Saltburn.
Yeah.
You told me about, and I did see a little bit of it on TikTok. It was so good.
It is so good.
So weird, but it's so good in the best possible way.
Yeah.
It was very refreshing in the sense of how unique it was, like the whole plot. It was very different from like any other movie I watched. And also because Jacob Elordi's in it. We love, at least I loved the first season of Euphoria before I went to Kaka with season 2. But I liked his acting, and he was also in Saltburn. And whew, that movie was an emotional roller coaster. I think that's how I would best describe it.
Yeah.
And that ending scene though.
Yeah.
Sabrina.
You lucky
girl. I'm just gonna pray for you. Anyway, if you guys haven't watched Saltburn, we won't spoil it for you, but we definitely recommend you watch it and see it for yourself, because it is truly one of a kind film. I feel that movie should win some awards.
It should, yeah, because I like how it was so nicely filmed, like it was so aesthetically pleasing.
Exactly.
And like, but also like the plot was just like so like it kept you like in touch, because I feel like it started slow at first, you're just like, okay,
it was dragging
dragging a bit, but once like, I don't want to spoil it, but you'll know when if you watch it, like once it hit the weird spot, it just keeps going up from there.
Yeah. At the climax of the plot, I was like, oh whoa, this is picking up.
Yeah.
The fan
real fast.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
You got a big storm coming your way.
But yeah, if you guys haven't watched Saltburn, please watch it. And I think the Golden Globes are tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
I feel like I haven't done my research on that. I mean,
he has a kid.
I saw that.
I didn't know that.
When are the Golden Globes? Golden Globes.
Oh, he's 31. How old is Sabrina? 22? 24.
Oh, yeah, it's today.
Oh, okay.
I feel like they haven't like advertised it as much. I didn't even know what's happening today until I saw this story about how they might make one of their first public appearances at the Golden Globe carpet. And I was like, wait, well, when is that? And it's today.
I mean, I'm not really into like award shows like
I
that.
know.
It's like we get, especially the Golden Globes. They always look like they're just eating dinner. I'm more
Yeah.
interested in when it's the Golden Globes. I'm more interested in knowing what they're eating, because you know what I mean. Because I'm like they're always just sitting there, but I don't see them eat. They just sit there, but at like a dinner table.
Well, this is the year of eating
Yeah,
because 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 4 equals 8.
8.
Thank you.
Thank you, and that's what they're gonna do at the red carpet. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, enough about them. Let's talk about the Bachelorette. Rachel and Bryan are getting divorced.
So do you know? Do you watch The Bachelor? Bachelor?
No,
Okay, so to keep you up, Rachel was one of the first women of color to be the Bachelorette.
period.
And this happened, I think I remember I was in high school, so it was probably 2018,
Oh, so this was
2019.
some time ago.
Yeah, this was a while ago. And she ended up picking Bryan, and they actually ended up getting married, which is so rare in Bachelor, ironic, because usually the winners in the Bachelor and Bachelorette usually end up breaking up a couple months later.
Right.
But they actually end up going through and got married, and they've been married for a good amount of years. Well, I saw this when I opened up Instagram first because I follow both of them. Bryan posted on his thing announcing that they were getting a divorce. He's a chiropractor, you didn't know, and she's
Oh,
a lawyer, I think.
oh wow.
Yeah. Um, so they announced they were getting a divorce. And I was like, I'm not shocked, whatever. But turns out he during the in the settlement, or I guess when they or whatever, they are trying to he's trying to get spousal support. So basically
Hmm.
like kind of like child support, but instead she has to pay him.
I see.
And his claim was that she made him waste a lot of money during their marriage, and he's trying to
Hmm.
financially,
Drain her.
I don't know, I don't drink, but I was just like, sounds a
I
little
don't know. Well, I don't really know too much about the Bachelor scene. I don't really watch that show, and I don't really know these people.
yeah,
But that sounds stressful.
yeah,
I hope a prenup was signed,
I
but
get, I
maybe
don't know.
not. Also, I don't like really understand the point of that, like of the show. Like, I don't really like those relationships are so fake. Like, how can you really be in love with somebody like that?
I
I don't
think it's
know.
just people who just want the attention.
I think that's more what it is.
Yeah,
That's what it seems to me, at least.
and the Bachelor and Bachelorette community is very strong on their like contestants, and they do
Oh
gain
yeah,
like some kind of following in that community, so I could see why people would go in there to try to get that attention.
they're like BTS level.
Yeah.
They'll probably tell you to, if you try to say something negative.
Yeah. So it's an interesting community.
I
I
bet.
Yeah, I used to be a fan of The Bachelor, Bachelorette. I haven't watched in years, to be honest. It was more like during high school.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with it, but then I kind of got over it. But every year, every season, I always hear something like different coming out about one of the Bachelor people. It's just funny.
I'm sure it's very entertaining. It makes for good like reality TV.
It is. It's like it's trash TV, but it's like
I think that's all it is though.
yeah, it's just for like it's like just for what I mean, just like for giggles.
That's how I view the Kardashians.
Oh yeah,
Same
same thing.
mannerisms,
Yeah, they're
like
in the
same
same
way.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, yep. But yeah, I wasn't shocked about the divorce, but when I heard about that thing, I was like, okay, I see what this is about.
I see where this is going.
Yeah, someone's rent was due.
Guys, our last topic for today is Epstein's flight log. It was released.
Yep. So
Got a lot to say about that.
yeah, so finally the list came out of people who came to Epstein's famous private island. If you guys don't know, Jeffrey Epstein was one of the world's most biggest billionaires, and he had a lot of friends with different politicians,
Mhm.
celebrities, even the royal family,
A lot of
a
connections.
lot of
Very
connections.
powerful man.
And and then his dark side came out, trigger warning. He did a lot of child trafficking, a lot of
Ugh.
child molestation. He's
Ugh.
a demon, devil. Fuck, hate him. Worst human being on the planet. And to have all that power,
Ugh.
and that's what he uses on.
Yep.
Disgusting. Anyways, so finally they arrested him, all this stuff. He ended up unaliving himself in his prison cell. Um, so
Allegedly, right? I don't know. I
allegedly,
don't know if that
yeah.
was ever proven.
There's so many theories. I mean, they
I
said
feel like
that
he was
he,
murdered.
yeah, a lot people said, well, they said that he like hung himself.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Yeah.
A lot of theories, I know, like you said.
Yeah, but there's also so many theories in that he did it to protect the other child predators in
Oh, who
the
were like involved?
yeah,
Oh,
or some stuff like there's so many theories on why people thought he did it or that he even did it himself, and like you said, like maybe he was like murdered or something. But yeah, so after long awaited, the list came out. A bunch of different celebrities were on that name, and many accusations were being thrown at one place to another. What was funny to me was Whoopi Goldberg was on that list, and
just looking at her makes me laugh.
I know.
She has such a laughable like appearance. I don't know.
Yeah. And she went on The View, so obviously she's on The View. And she's like, I know my name was on that list, but I swear nothing happened. She was like, I swear nothing happened. She's like, I don't do that. No, I think she just claimed she just went there for a good time. Or like she was invited there, but she had no idea. But she didn't see anything. I was like, mm. Another person, Cameron Diaz, denied
I was
allegations.
just about to bring her name up.
Yeah.
I thought that was so random and so funny.
If you want to know random, I don't know if you heard who else was on that list. When I saw this, I was like, how? How? Stephen Hawking was on that list.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Oh, wow.
and then the rumors had it. I don't know if this is true. I didn't like confirm it, but I saw it, but I don't want to like throw it out there. But like it was said that he was part of like one of the underage orgies.
Ew.
But I was like, in my head, I was like, how?
I don't know.
But I was like, no,
What?
that's disgusting. But like, what? Stephen
That
Hawking?
also makes me like wonder, like, is this list of names like true?
It's evidence.
It's evidence.
Yeah,
Mm.
they're all there. Bill Clinton is in there. I was like, that
know.
one I'm not really surprised about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think Cameron
Diaz was fun. Yeah.
Stephen Hawking, of course, as you said, that
Prince Andrew was in there. I'm not surprised at all because he's known to be a little predator.
Oh,
Yeah, he's known to be
Cameron
nasty.
Diaz. I'm just circling back to that.
I know. Princess Fiona was on the flight.
Oh,
Who else? Shoot, I just had another
I
name.
gotta pull this list
Yeah,
up.
I mean, Donald Trump. Oh, surprise, surprise!
Yeah,
He's on the list. But someone made a good point. Like, what if these people had no idea about like what was going on? You know what I mean? Until they went to the island.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they were like, because this happened like he's been dead for years, and this happened like what, like more than 10 years ago.
Right, a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, can you imagine like some rich guy was like, "Hey, you want to come to my island and hang out?" And you're like, "Sure," and then like more than 10 years later, it bites you in the ass. You're like, "Bro, I had no idea. I was just invited to an island."
I just found the list. This is all. I can't
Yeah.
even like go through all of this. We'd be
Yeah.
here forever.
So
this is a long list here.
I want to see who like pops out. It's mostly a lot of politicians.
Yeah, I was gonna say they definitely look more government.
A lot of CEOs too. Like one of the
companies
founders of PayPal was on the list.
That really doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the issue when humans get too much power. It's like, what do you do with that?
Look at that face.
Ugh.
Okay, let me
I
see.
feel like there's a very fine line when you get that power. Yes, that's great, but I think what's so important is what you choose to do with that. And a lot of these people fall into evil. They just step that line and they do it willingly. Enough is enough, is what I'm trying to say. And I just think, oh my God, like, Jeffrey, what were you doing?
Should I ruin something for you? George Lucas is on the list.
Oh no. Okay, that really hurt. If you guys don't know, now you'll know I am a big Star Wars fan. I'm looking right into my room and I see the Lego Star Wars ship that I just bought for myself last year. It took me maybe a month to build it. I'm so proud of it, and I just love Star Wars. Not happy that George Lucas is on the list. Who else is on that list that you think is
Naomi Campbell. Leonardo DiCaprio. He's always into them, yeah.
I wouldn't. His name doesn't surprise me.
Kevin Spacey, I'm not surprised. He is also a little creep. Michael Jackson's also a little creep.
He's also died.
Bruce Willis.
He's worsening dementia.
Yeah. He's gonna be like, you ask him about it, he's like, I honestly don't remember.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know.
His condition.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know. Let me see. Like I said, it's a lot of politicians.
Yeah. Who cares about them, right?
Yeah. I mean, they're all pieces of shit, so don't get me wrong. It's a long list, so if you guys ever want to see it yourselves, you can always just Google it. It's right there. A lot of doctors. wait. A lot of so do you know Virginia Giuffre? Is that how you spell it?
I don't know who that woman is.
So hold on. So shoot. That lady, I think she was was she a worker of Jeffrey Epstein? Oh my God, I am so sorry. Hold on. She does not. I confused her with someone else. She's actually an advocate. Oh my God! I'm so sorry. Oh, I take it back. She didn't help him. She was like a victim. But why was all her doctors there?
Different.
Yeah. Oh my God. I confused her with his wife because I was like, his wife. What was his wife's name? Oh my God. I'm such a piece of shit. I'm so sorry.
No. Oh my God. Those people on that list are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Not you.
Ah, God. Okay. Her mom was in there.
Petunia?
Lynn.
I don't know anything about this.
Bella.
Maybe because I don't want to know.
It's like, I think a lot of his, like, I could tell a lot of people, because it says, like, they worked for him for something, so I guess, like, that's kind of his, like, gratitude is, let me show you to my little special place, my special island.
I'm about to throw up right here on this sofa.
David Copperfield?
I'm gagged, and not in a good way.
He's like, show me a mad trick.
Catch me or go Houdini.
Oh no. Bruce Willis, former Miss Sweden. I don't care. Well, I do care, but you know. Oh yeah, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Who would have thought? Oh, yeah, it's just mostly like other trash. But yeah, Epstein and whoever was involved in that, screw them. Screw them too. Good thing I did not go to the island too.
Oh my God. Good thing I didn't get a private jet from Kim Kardashian's gang.
Yeah.
I totally would have not gone.
I totally would not have gone to the island, but I have my own island. Thank you.
Thank
I don't need to be
you.
invited.
On
Thank
Roblox.
you.
Oh my God. Guys, that is all the time we have for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 7. We really appreciate it. Before you know it, episode 8 will be here. So we'll see you in the next episode.
Yay!
All right. Signing off.
Later, losers.
Get in, losers. We're going shopping. Big doodle shart, stinky poo poo fart. I just
Period.
came up with that. Thank you.
Purr. Thank you.
Dropping bars
Jumping
on all
ball.
these cars. Taking this rocket straight to Mars. Oh, call me Drake.
Bye
Okay, guys. Bye.
bye.